Hello, everybody, or I know we talking to ourselves probably for the moment. But hey, welcome to Real Gamer Speak. We got a new member in the podcast right now. His name is Kevin Cash. Yeah, y'all introduce yourselves because we didn't do a proper introduction.
My name is Anthony, aka Tonto, aka Stay Your Bitch. No, I'm kidding. Um,
Great
Shut
songs.
up. And I play video games. That's it.
All right, cool. Go ahead. You next, Jordan.
As you said, my name is Jordan, aka Igo Koji or Koji. Um, like the others, like to play video games sometimes. Play a little Apex here and there. Not the greatest, but I have fun.
All right, go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Mr. Junkie,
All right.
aka KC Boy.
See how you start?
Yeah.
All right. My name is Kevin Cash, aka Junkie Cash. You can also follow me on Twitch at Junkie Cash. So yeah, been gaming since I was like a little kid. Been into gaming. I'm also into other things. I collect retro video games. I mod systems. Also do repairs on systems, stuff like that. So, also have been in the community as far as retro gaming community and stuff like that. So FGC as well.
All right, cool beans. So we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Wait, shameless plug. Follow me on Twitch, onsite gaming slash Twitch or twitch.com, twitch.tv slash onsite gaming.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna be streaming soon.
Same here. You can follow me at Igo Koji. I am on Twitch.
All right. I'll do mines later. I don't care. People don't have to know me right now. I got the game up. Let's talk about gaming while I play a game. Games that we love but we cannot beat. Who wants to go first? Basically, the conversation is about games that we like or love and love to talk about or like to play, but we just can't beat them. They just too damn difficult.
Mm, I got a game that's like that.
Mm. You
So
you want to open the floor?
this is game. Yeah, I'll open the floor up. So this is a game that came out for the PlayStation 3. It's a JRPG. I'm a big JRPG guy, and it was one called Resonance of Fate. It's made by
Ooh,
Sega.
I played that.
Man, the game is great. The story is kind of it's all right. You have to get further into the game to really understand like what's really going on.
Yeah, it's alright.
But once you like get a link of that story, then you start understanding it. The battle system. Okay, let's talk about the battle system. Right,
It's hella
the battle
technical.
system is like turn based, but it's
Hmm.
also like kind of action packed. So like you don't fight with like weapons, like swords or anything like that. You fight with guns and grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so they have this thing where you can run across the battlefield. While you're running across the battlefield, you do flips and shit and shoot the enemies or whatever like that. And you have like these like three little action points, and if you overuse it, and your actions point run out, you go into critical mode, and the enemy do like double damage, like one shot.
Okay.
Um, the game is very very hard. The battle system is so technical and complex. Even though it's fun, it's a fun game. Like when you first start playing, how they ease you into it, you're like, oh, this is gonna be hard, or this is gonna be crazy, this is gonna be good. But it's then once you get to the meat and bones of the battle system, it's very technical. You really have to know when to use the little run across and shoot people and stuff. You have to know. Oh, and then you have two different type of bullets. So you have bullets that do direct damage, like your handgun would do direct damage. Handguns do direct damage.
Hmm.
Your machine guns, like if you're using a submachine gun, it does temporary damage. So let's say like you shoot somebody with a machine gun, it does like 50 damage, or it will be temporary damage. So now it needs somebody that does direct damage. So like you would have to get somebody with a handgun, shoot the enemy that just took the 50 temporary damage. And that 50 temporary damage will be added to the handgun, and it does like a shit ton of damage. If that makes sense. Um, The game is extremely grindy. Um, there's actually two games like this, but anyways, the game is extremely grindy, but it is very fun. I really love that game, but it's just very hard. It's a game I have never beaten. I've
Damn.
never beaten it. It's so hard. It's so difficult. I've never beaten it. Even with a damn strap, I had the.
Oh,
Hey,
Sound like you cut out there.
he cut out.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was saying that's that game. I love that game, but it's one of the hardest games. It's two games like that I played. It's that game and a game called The Last Remnant for Xbox 360.
Played that too.
Game is fucking phenomenal. The story is good. The battle system is amazing, but the game punishes you for fighting shit. So every time you fight shit, like you don't level up like a regular game. You just keep fighting stuff, and every once in a while, like your characters will get like a level up, and they won't level up, but they get their stats put up or whatever.
Yes.
And your stats get put up as far as you increase your battle rank. The thing about your battle rank is, the lower your battle rank is, the easier the game is. The higher your battle rank is, the harder the game gets. So basically, the more battles you get into, your battle rank goes up. And if it goes up too high, then you will never beat the game because the game's gonna be impossible for you to beat because it gets harder every time your battle rank goes.
Damn, you can't even play the game.
So like you have to like grind, and it's like really weird. The way you have to grind and actually get better and get better weapons, and to like recruit people to your party, because the party system is really cool. Like you have your main characters, and then you recruit like actual like commanders and other people too, soldiers or whatever to help you. So like each like there's like you can make different groups that have different formations, and different formations allow you to do different attacks, stuff like that. The way the battle system is set up is really good. The game doesn't the game explains the bare minimum, then it's like you're on your own after that. The game does not tell you any of the advanced stuff that the battle system has. It doesn't tell you shit. It just says, "Hey, this is how you fight. This is how you do this. Have fun." And then, yeah, I went through that whole. That's another game never beaten because went through the whole game fighting shit. I'm thinking I'm doing great, and now I'm fighting stuff that's basically one shot me for the most part. I made it to the last boss, couldn't beat him because he was just too fucking hard. So yeah, those are the two games right there for me that I love them, but they hard as hell and I never beat them.
Never beat him. All right, hey, who next?
don't matter. You want to go first, Justin?
That's not Jordan.
Jordan, sorry.
Hey,
I'm still thinking, but go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to go on me or?
Nah, go ahead. I'm over here fighting rats.
So it's Sekiro for me.
Damn.
It's not difficult for me to beat, but it's like, bro, the parry system. I still get fucked up with the parry system, and I still haven't completed it yet. Like, I got through a large portion of it, but it's just, bro, like that game is the game that I'd never like actually beat.
Damn.
Like, I beat all the games that I've ever played besides that.
Okay. Damn, you don't got another one?
I ain't got another one though. Every game that I played, I've beaten it. Every game besides Sekiro,
I don't know.
which is crazy as fuck.
I think you capping. Yeah, I don't think
Nah,
you capping.
Kevin.
I could
I
put you
have
on
to
some,
really, I have to really look at my archives to see.
I could put you on some. I could put you on some games that if I allow you to play them, will not friends with me.
All right.
Okay.
I could put you on them, but they are hard, and people like, yeah, Kevin, bro, we can't be cool no more. What the fuck are you in this game for?
All right. So I got two. I got a retro one and I got a modern one. I'm gonna start off with the modern one. Returnal. Can't beat that shit. Man.
Okay.
So with Returnal, I always get to like the third boss, cause once you beat like a couple bosses, you can shortcut to get to the boss real quicker. And every time I get to that third, I want to say the third boss, you gotta like jump around and hook on shit and invade stuff at the same time because it's a bullet hell. I just can't do it. I don't have the skill yet. I want to beat it. It's just hell. I just can't right now.
Oh, so that game is actually beatable.
It's beatable. People beat it. It's not that bad.
I thought it was like a round based. I didn't know. I thought it was like a round based like bullet hell type game. I didn't know it was like an actual like ending to it.
Yeah, it gets an end, but the ending kind of loop back to the beginning, which sucks. But you can still beat it. It's beatable. It has an ending, and then you start back over again because it's roguelike. All right, now the retro game that I played back in the day and played it recently and still can't beat is Mega Man. Mega Man 8 or 9, whatever one that was for the 360. But I couldn't beat Mega Man 4 either. Like, Mega Man, I just suck at Mega Man. I suck at all platformers, to tell you the truth. Platformers is not my cup of tea. Mega Man constantly beat my ass. I know how to gameplay. I know how to jump over stuff, do stuff, beat bosses. And I still die. I still can't beat it. It takes me hours to get to the end. And then I hate the end because it's a boss rush. You have to beat all the bosses before you beat the final boss. So yeah, fuck Mega Man. Mega Man is my retro game that I can't beat, but I love it. I beat Zero, I beat X, I just can't beat the originals.
Yeah, the originals are hard. I never beat 2 because last part of 2.
Yes.
When you get to Wily's, all right. So after you beat all the little bosses like you do in Mega Man. On part 2, you go after you beat all the bosses, you go to Wily's castle to fight Wily.
Yes.
But when you fight Wily, there's all 6 or 7 stages in Wily's castle. If you die, get a game over, start Wily's castle all the way from stage.
Oh hell no, I can't do that.
Yeah. So you can make it to the last stage. If you fucking lose all your lives, you have to start back at his castle.
Okay.
At stage 1. That's the only game I actually written down fucking stage codes. Because you couldn't save it.
Yo, what the fuck was that?
You had to put in the password. Like after you password, you can put that password to be back at that level. There was no saving.
Alright, I got a couple games here.
Okay.
And half of these I just get bored. So the first one I will say so first one would be Metal Gear Solid 4.
Whoa! What? I fucking love that game. I fucking love 4. 2 and 4 are my favorites.
Yo, I pull on Nighter every time I play it.
I don't understand. I can get so far in the game and then,
there's some cutscenes.
Yeah, the cutscenes really do begin there. I just be like, oh, come on. I get it. And I can skip them. I know that. Like, I love Metal Gear Solid. I love the game series. I just, for some reason, every time I start it, I started over. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to play it through. I get to a certain point. I'm just like, why am I playing this game right now? Like, I just don't enjoy it like I thought I would. Yeah.
I understand that, bro. I feel you on 4. 4 is like 75% cutscene.
Right, it's so many cutscenes, man.
Yeah, and they long as fuck.
At this point, I'm just watching a movie. I'm just like, okay, yeah. Let's see. Another game I haven't beaten, just because I haven't played it in a while.
Yes.
And the ending's kind of wild. The Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten to certain endings, but I haven't gotten the beat the game achievement. And I technically I could get it if I did the guide or whatnot and stuff like that. But I just like to goof off and go through all the stuff because it's really fun.
Yes.
And I just like the game too. What's the other one? There was one more, but I forgot.
You forgot it? That's cool, man. That's cool. Well, shit, that's the premise. And Kevin, I got to the part that you talking about. Cause I'm sneaking. Dude ran up on me and just killed me, so I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, you can't fight it. I try to sneak behind it and backstab it. Yeah, I hit it, but it's like hitting a brick wall. There's no damage meter come up, no health bar. That nigga just turned around, looked at me like, oh, okay, nigga, and it grabbed me and killed me.
Okay. So
That man said, "Ooh, that tickled," and looked at me and grabbed me and my shit.
all right, we're gonna go to the second segment. The Nintendo Direct. What y'all like about it? Y'all opinions about it? What games came out that y'all looking forward to play? If y'all want to give like a brief description of the Direct, hey, let's go for it. Basically, the only game I'm looking forward to right now is the Metroid Prime 4. Everything else I don't really care for. That's it for me.
Oh man. Oh,
It
okay.
the Nintendo Direct. Don't get me wrong, it is better than the PlayStation thing. Well, I forgot what the PlayStation shit called. And
State of play.
yeah, the State of Play and the Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, I would say this. That Nintendo Direct was the best Nintendo Direct I've seen in a while.
Damn.
That like just had me like it just had me hyped throughout the whole entire one, through the whole entire Direct. I would say out of all the showcases that came out this summer,
That's the best
Nintendo,
one.
it's the best one. Xbox comes in second.
Yeah.
Xbox out of PlayStation. I'm sorry, I love PlayStation.
They had no games.
Yeah, Xbox blew them out the water, and then Nintendo came and said, "Finish them," and just took them all out. You know what I'm saying? I was excited. Of course, I'm excited about Metroid Prime 4, but I was excited about fucking Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
Yeah.
I was super hype about that. I mean, basically, like almost every game that they played, that they showed, I was excited about, except for like they had like some kind of slice of life, like farming type game. I hate games like.
I saw that one.
But
Donkey
it had a
Kong.
it's like Pokemon. They had a farm the little animals and grow them, and then you fight with them and shit. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. I don't like.
Yeah,
games like
and the damn announcer was trying to hype it up to make it seem like it's like the best damn thing. Yeah, and I'm like, man, that game look boring.
I don't know. It's kind of enjoyable to sit back and relax. You just playing a farming game like that, like Stardew Valley. You
Yeah.
sit there, you just play it. I mean, there's no winning or anything like that. I kind of like those slice of life games. You can just turn off your mind and
And just play.
chillax. Chillax for a little bit, farm up some pumpkins.
and I get that. I definitely get the whole like it being a comfort game and all that. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's just never been for me. I don't like anything that has. You can ask Kwame. I don't like anything that got built or anything like that. I hate shit. I don't know why, bro. I just do. It's just like even with like Fallout 4, like I love Fallout 4, but I also hate it because you got to build. I hate building stuff. I hate Minecraft. I can't do it. I don't like anything building, bro.
I've never played the Fallout series.
The Fallout.
Oh man, Fallout is good, man.
All right.
See, yeah, I hear that, but I had an ex who played it, and that ex was kind of something else. So Fallout and Skyrim kind of just those two series. I just can't play. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
I know what
man.
I feel you though. I feel that, man. I feel. Some people do ruin the games for other people. Like I don't like I play Skyrim and beat it, but it's not a game I would like go back and play. Like people just ruin shit. Like
Damn.
bro, yeah.
I like seeing the gameplay of it, and with the other game too. I like seeing the gameplay. I look at it, I'm just like, yeah, never mind.
Man, I'm trying to think. Was it they did Donkey Kong in the damn Nintendo Direct?
Yeah, the Donkey Kong
That's-
HD remake.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
good.
that and the fucking what's the name of it? Luigi's Mansion 2 as well. I'm excited for Donkey Kong
Yeah.
and Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, that was good.
Both of those.
I like that they're bringing the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection to it.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, that was a big
That was
one.
a big one for me. Yeah, I was like, bro.
Sorry,
I was like, when I
Xbox.
saw that, and it was
Xbox
like,
ain't getting it.
yeah, and how it got me, it was like when they showed the Capcom, they said get for a ride. Like what? They not doing this shit. And then they showed it, and I'm like, bro. And not only did they show just Marvel's Capcom 2, they did all the tag teams starting where it all started from. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I play these games on Fightcade, and yo, all people went. I said it's gonna be a toxic environment playing those online with people.
Yeah, nah.
I play
not feeling
Fightcade. I play Fightcade, and I already know like X-Men vs Street Fighter. Like yo, people from X-Men vs Street
Infinite.
Fighter all the way to it's gonna be Infinite Central, bro. It's gonna be Infinite Central. You're gonna see a lot of Wolverines because that nigga is broken on a lot of those games.
Oh, shit.
But I was excited, like, and I was like, they bringing back rollback netcode, and I'm like, okay, they gonna have rollback netcode and stuff like that. So gallery. They always do a good job like the gallery, like the artwork and stuff like that. I'm very excited. I don't know, like it's leading me to believe, like as far especially with Capcom, that we gonna get another Capcom versus SNK, bro. It's coming. With Terry and Mai on Street Fighter 6, I was like, bro, that's it.
Nah, you asked for too much now, man.
Nah, it's coming back, bro. It's coming back.
Number one, we don't have Tekken versus Street Fighter yet, and they were hitting that day.
You might as well cancel that, bro. The only reason why we ain't get another Capcom versus SNK because SNK and Capcom were at odds because they hated each other at a certain point.
Yeah.
So the fact that Street Fighter is got Terry Bogard and Mai in the season pass for year 2.
Well, hold up. So hang on. So they gonna actually be characters in Street Fighter 6?
Yes, they are actually characters in Street Fighter 6.
Man, that's busted.
They call for season 2 characters is Bison.
Yeah.
Terry Bogard, Elena from Third Strike, and Mai. Those are the characters.
Yo, that's kind of dope.
I was like, but I said, yo, it's a wrap. And then SNK, they coming out with the remake of Mark of the.
Yeah, they could see. I knew about Mark of the Wolves.
It's a wrap. Yeah, Capcom vs SNK 3 is a thing. It's gonna come. I'm telling y'all right now. That's coming in the next 2 years.
Okay, next 2 years, you said.
All right. Hey, for anybody else that kind of like Nintendo stuff, is there anything else y'all want to say about the Nintendo Direct? Is the Nintendo Direct is going to actually
the new Zelda game?
Oh yeah, the new Zelda game.
The new Zelda game.
So
I'm feeling that too.
I am feeling the new Zelda game. You can just hop up in there, create your own items. They're trying to be different, and it's the first Zelda game where you can actually play with Zelda. They did it top down. I'm looking forward to that. I am going to buy it when it comes out. Yeah, that's kind of dope.
Oh, and the new Mario and Luigi game.
Yeah, that was the first thing that they showed at the beginning. See, that's the thing. I never played. I never played them. How are those games?
Those are the best games. Those are some of the best RPGs I've ever played. If you play any of the Mario Luigi games, Boy Advance, and yes, I'm telling you, they so good. The stories is amazing. Matter of fact, they had one called Bowser Inside Story.
Yeah.
And it basically explained that basically the whole story was about Bowser and how this nigga is a god and he could fucking kill and destroy Mario and Luigi in a mushroom, but he's fucking dumb. That's it. He's fucking dumb and simple-minded, and he only cares about capturing the princess and stuff. But like, they delve deep into his backstory and like who he is, and like he's a god. He could murder Mario and Luigi very easily.
Okay, bad.
But he's just simple-minded and dumb.
Okay, bad. Don't mind me. I'm over here trying to figure out where the hell I need to go. I'm surprised they didn't talk about the Switch too.
Yeah. I was upset about that. That was the only thing I was like, bro. This is the thing that pissed me off the most. They announced the Legend of Zelda game, then they announced the Legend of Zelda Switch fucking Lite, and I'm like, bro,
the Switch Lite.
Nobody wants another Switch Lite, man. In my head, in my head though, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking buy that shit though, because I'm a collector, so I'm about to buy that shit just to have it. I'm never gonna play with it, but I'm gonna buy it. It's a Zelda Special Edition.
Yes.
So I'm about to buy that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm about to spend $200 on this shit, but I'm really mad because I want to buy a Switch 2, and they keep releasing these games, and they're just like, yo, the Switch is not done yet, and we're like, yo, it is. We need better hardware.
That Switch, the Switch needs to just go away. Like it's great for what it is. But
yeah, just give us another one with updated hardware.
Updated hardware.
Good. That's all they need. That's all we want.
Everything else, I love it. Like I love
even Metro Prime 4.
I like it. I can't find any faults in it.
Yeah, even Metro Prime 4. I'm like, yo, this shit look too good to be on the Switch, man. But then you look at for MK1 and like these ports that come on the Switch, The Witcher 3, like, man, what the fuck is...
Man, they can do better than this.
Yeah.
You got cell phones that's doing way better than the Switch right now, man. You can play Genshin
I'm
Impact.
telling you, you got cell phones with way more processing power than a Switch. You know, Switch still uses like I think what's like the 360 chip or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
They still use
Yep.
that. So it's like, what the fuck?
Man,
Like, come on, Nintendo. Like, and then another thing that my only big issue with Nintendo is that I hate collecting for Nintendo for a lot of the first party games because why the fuck is Nintendo the only system where a game could be 8 years old and $60?
it's still $60,
I don't like that shit.
and they never
I don't
drop
like
the
that
price
shit.
for that shit either.
Yeah, and it's like,
They
man,
will
come on,
never.
man.
They will never.
All right.
I have to buy my shit secondhand off of people or off of like retro game stores and shit like that. Video games. I gotta buy that shit.
And then the physical
Off the market.
copies be so fucking limited.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, especially on certain games. But then like, there's companies now reprinting them now. Like a lot of the stuff that was like low print are now back in circulation again.
Okay.
Like I remember when what's that RPG called?
Xenoblade.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the DLC was so rare because you know the companies but there's other companies out there that's been printing them. They got the permission to reprint them, so now the game used to be like a $200 game and now back to like $30 to $40 game because they get reprinted. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So there are companies that are reprinting. There are a lot of companies that are games that are like super limited when they came out or whatever.
That's so
Like
crazy.
yeah.
All right.
Attack on Titan 2 was a thing too. Like Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle, that came out very limited, and like it was like a $250 game.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
All right. So shit. Now let's get to the final portion. Gaming while 30. So basically, we just gonna have a conversation about how does it feel to actually still be gaming at the age of 30. Do we feel ashamed that we still playing the video game when 30? Because you know our parents was like, "Hey man, this for kids. You know you can't keep playing until you get this old. You know you got to manage your own shit." And how do y'all feel about other people thinking, "Hey, gaming is just for kids," or "Hey, you shouldn't be gaming while you're 30. You should be doing this or doing that type shit." Like said it.
Okay.
I say bump them because if you're watching TV, it's the same thing. TV, movies, books.
That's a good point to put it. I didn't really think about it. It's a different
They're
medium.
all different. Yeah, it's a different medium. So,
But it's not the media that's like the mainstream. So like I feel like a lot of the time we live in a world people social media trend. And when something is like all right, when we was in high school, right?
Yeah.
We was growing up.
Yeah.
You know how niggas was getting bullied for like if you black, especially black, bro.
anime. Oh my god.
Watching anime for like that. Now it's hot because it's trending on the internet. Now like everybody likes anime. So I'm happy for people.
You got Meg the Stallion doing cosplay pretty much everywhere she goes. So
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like a hot thing, and it's like a lot of the content creators now that make stuff about anime. They're like between 20 and 25, so they grew up in the age where that shit was acceptable in high school. I know when we was going to high school, it really wasn't acceptable like that.
Yeah, it wasn't really popping
You know what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
People still watched it,
It was-
though. It wasn't like
yeah,
it just
Yeah.
wasn't cool, or people just
Yeah,
didn't want
right,
to
right.
talk about it.
it wasn't talked about. But if you talk to people our age now, pretty much it seems like everybody watched either Dragon Ball or Naruto because
They
those are the two biggest ones.
see the thing is they include it with the sports talk. People talk about sports, people talk about like TV shows, and then people talk about games and anime. Yeah, it's cool now. It's just part of that conversation now. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think people, I guess the older people and the middle crowd still think like, hey man, you shouldn't be gaming, man. Gaming ain't cool. Or you sit in the house, you could be doing something else other than playing the game. I
Right.
think people think it's a waste of
Well,
time.
But here's the thing. Especially like if you millennials like us, like we went through some hard shit, bro. All right,
Yeah.
so I was born right at the end of the crack era. right at the end of the crack epidemic. I'm born in '80, right?
Yeah.
So get into the '90s. You got the crime bill that Biden and Bill Clinton signed in '93. We went through a whole like hip hop renaissance with like Biggie and Tupac, and you had the whole East versus West. We went
Yep.
through 9/11. We went
Yep.
through two, not one, but two fucking recessions.
Yeah.
Yep.
I went through a lot.
Pandemic.
So a lot
Don't
of
forget about
Housing,
Y2K.
housing market.
housing market crash in
Bank-
08. Yep, 2008.
Don't forget about Y2K.
Y2K. Yep. Yep. So
And
pretty
Y2K
much,
scare.
That was a scare.
I mean, yeah, we went through a lot of shit, and like a lot of people, we grew up, especially like we just grew up not being able to enjoy our childhood. We grew up being adult, making adult decisions as children, which you shouldn't have. But
Yeah.
now that we're older and we're making money, a lot of people that still game and anime, collect and all that stuff like that, they're basically their childhood that they couldn't have
Yeah.
as a kid, because a lot of people didn't have childhoods as a kid or proper childhood. So like now that they're adults, they have their own shit, their own money. They're allowed
Yep.
to like relive this shit.
Yep. It's like I got money. Why not?
Right.
Why not
Which
spend it?
yeah. Why not spend it? Plus,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was about to say. Plus another thing that helped out too. Oh, also the pandemic. We went through that too. That's another thing. I
Yeah.
felt like the pandemic really made anime. Well, because everybody was in their house bored and everybody was like,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you're right. They had to find
and-
other avenues to, because TV shows weren't producing a lot or movies weren't being produced a lot. So one thing you could do is, voice acting.
Voice acting.
That's always going to be big.
yeah. Like people were just playing video games. You had so many people coming out of shop, just living out their childhood, buying Super Nintendo and just playing Super Mario.
All right.
Like everybody that's going on the internet, download and emulate it. And I think that's what made, like, especially like the anime and game craze. That's what made it really trendy online, because like everybody's like, yo, I'm just real childhood. But then it's kind of weird because the disconnect with it is like the people that's been doing it, it's been open or whatever, are mad at the people that's just now coming out, even though some of those people that are saying that they like anime and to be the ones bullying kids for watching anime and playing video games.
Yeah.
There's
So,
no
like,
point to
that's all the
gatekeep.
big disconnect.
Yeah, we can't gatekeep. Like, we too old for that. Stop
Yeah.
gatekeeping. It's not-
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying too. It's like, yeah, all right. Here's my thing. I tell people all the time. I'm like, bro, all right. One, if you still mad about what people did to you as children, they were fucking children. They weren't adults. They were fucking kids.
Yeah.
You need to get some therapy and get over that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I feel. I feel like you need to get some therapy. You really from that. You holding on to something somebody did to you as a child, and I know it could be traumatizing, but you have to heal from that. People are not the same. People grow up and become adults and realize what they did was wrong. Another thing, yeah, there's no reason to gatekeep. It's like the more the merrier. The more that popularized, like now, I'm happy that it's popular now because the kids come in school now and like an anime game. I don't gotta worry about being bullied about it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, true.
Like if I have a child, if I have I don't have children, but if one day I do have children, I could feel confident to introduce my son or daughter to video games and anime, and they can go to school and be proud to like it without being fucking picked on.
All right.
Very true. Very true.
So, all right. So here's my opinion on the ordeal. The people that's saying like, hey, you waste your time playing the game. You too old to be playing the game. Type of mess. Bump 'em. I'm not really worried about it. Because, oh Lord, I got a phone call. But maybe lost my train of thought just now. Woo! Basically, the idea is, I feel with Jordan on this one. It's a new medium. You play the game to actually, to get away. To actually, chill out some. There ain't really nothing to do in our hometown. The Burg. You can play ball or whatever, but there's a lot of downtime, and the best way to kill that downtime is to play a game. You don't be bored. Honestly, the way I look at it, people that don't play the game and they ain't staying in Orangeburg, like, what are they doing? Like, They driving themselves crazy. Like, 'cause there's nothing to do here. Like, I know they probably on the phone, but being on the phone and playing the game to me seem like the same thing.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, you
Or
looking
to
at a
be, or
screen.
worse, you got a lot of people, especially in our community, just in the streets. I'm like, hey, bro, if you it's 2024 and you still slinging shit on the streets, like, bro, that shit's dead, bro. You got internet and delivery services now, bro. That shit is dead. But you
Eh,
still on a corner. You still in the street in the block, bro. Like that. You living in the age, bro.
you know, they, they
And it
they
be
over
and it,
30 in the
it'd be
streets.
crazy. Yeah, like bro,
Yeah,
you over 30, bro. You still do.
yeah. I mean,
Hell yeah.
it's a great way to not only spend your time, but especially you can play with so many people. You can play with your mom, your dad, your siblings,
Mm-hmm.
people from across the world, and you can play with your significant other too, like playing Overcooked. Like that is just fun to play
Yeah.
because you sit there and play with friends. You know, back in the day, and you can still do that now. That's a great way to spend time.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're like all the way across the West Coast, you got some on the East Coast, Midwest, wherever. You guys all jump on a game together. It's like you guys pretty much never left.
Right.
And you can sit back and enjoy it. I feel like at times, I feel like at times if it's overtaking every aspect of your life and that's all you do day in and day out, and you neglect other things,
Mm-hmm.
then I can see the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, you're doing too much. But that's like anything, you know. You could be watching way too much TV, neglecting everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait.
it's really all about how you spend your time, if
Yeah.
effectively. Yeah, as long
Yeah.
as you're
I
not
feel
hurting
that.
nobody, you're good.
Yeah,
And
I definitely feel that with the whole like you're an adult like gaming and everything is cool, but you also have responsibilities, handling responsibilities.
Exactly.
Just
Yep.
let it consume you. Yeah,
yeah, man, they got that whole
that's
gaming
definitely.
community for Destiny. You know, Dad's Wild Gaming or game. You know, them dudes. You know, they probably like late 20s, early 30s, playing the game. They find time to get together and just enjoy themselves. I
Yeah.
don't see nothing wrong with being 30 and playing the game. I know people that's older than me that plays the game for their downtime. You know, that's what they like doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like hell, the people that's complaining about it be the ones that don't be playing games.
I
But
Which
feel
it's
is
like
like
it's childish
weird.
though.
That
also,
is so weird when people do that though.
Yeah.
I can't stand it. That's so
They be like,
weird
oh,
because
it's
it's like
childish, and you be like,
I feel
Hey,
like
childish,
people
bro.
also
This.
have like either they have bad experiences with it,
Mm-hmm.
or just
so
never did
like
it.
or just never did it, so they don't understand. But sometimes people do have bad experiences with it, so they have like significant others that are way into whatever game they're playing, and then neglect everything else. So that can go on and on for like years and years. So then it stipulates they're just like they view everybody that way, no matter who you are.
Damn, be
You
like,
could
oh,
be
you just sitting there killing your
you could be
time playing the
making
game.
millions. Yeah, you could be making millions, but they look at you and be like, "Ah, that's childish. Ah, blah blah blah."
It's just
But
something they just not interested in.
yeah, either they've been not interested or they've been scarred by it. So it's it's kind of disheartening sometimes because you can think about it, you're like, "Dang, you've been disheartened by not
Video
being able to
games
not be able to enjoy a different medium
or anime.
rather than
Hey, just like anime, there's a game for everybody.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
My thing with that too, especially with the whole like other thing. Now, I get it because I got friends, especially like women that's been with guys. That's all
yeah,
they fucking do. They don't do nothing.
yep.
Like it kind of turns.
Hey, you going
It's
out?
like yeah, well that's it's like
They get so turned off by it, and so you
yeah.
sit back and you sit back and you sit down with them under go back through them with it, and it's just like, dang, that kind of sucks. Like I could never ever do that because it's just like, why are you doing too much? You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not taking care of you. You're just
Yeah, yeah.
out here being a bum essentially.
That's why I say you got to be observant of people like that. Like
Hmm.
if you've been like, you had an ex or something, you all obsessed about that hobby of gaming, or meet somebody else that has the same thing. Like, okay, is he like a person that is he or she a person that's just putting this all their time into this and not else, or actually play it a little bit and then they still go to work, they still have business.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like people
Yeah.
should give
I
people time to observe those type of things because I realize a lot of people nowadays it's like how can I say this? Especially like if you're out dating, bro. A lot of people don't got high.
Yeah, they
That's
don't.
true.
Yo,
Yeah.
a lot
they
of people
don't.
People don't
don't have
have
You right.
hobbies,
hobbies.
You
bro.
are completely right about that.
Yeah, they just watch
It's so fucking
TV.
weird, bro.
Yeah, they just watch TV, or they just be on social media paying attention to everybody else's shit. Like they just be like, oh,
Constantly beefing.
yeah, you guys playing
Yeah,
the game as a hobby. They looking at you like you crazy.
it's like okay, I understand that you might not like my hobby, it's childish, or you just never got into it, and that's cool. But like, I like to gauge your situation. Like, so okay, cool.
It's
What are your
something I
hobbies
like.
and interests?
Yeah, it's something I
You
like
know,
to do.
what is something that you like to do outside? But like when it comes to that, like people really don't have nothing. They're just like, oh, I just like read. I like to watch TV, go shopping or travel. I'm like, those are not really hobbies, or those are just things that you like to do. But those aren't like actually hobbies. Like outside of the
I can see the
box,
traveling.
outside of the norm.
The traveling can be a hobby. It can be.
Mm,
It's
I mean, I
vague, but
guess.
it can be.
Like, what are your interests outside of like those like things that everybody else does?
Yeah, what gives you personality? Please don't let going shopping is not a personality because everybody can go shop.
Yeah, shopping is a necessity of life. You have to shop for
Yes,
things that you want and need. So it's like I don't consider that a hobby.
but
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 if you like art, you like music, you like you're good at it, like drawing, or you like going to like certain little events or something like that. Like
something
that's
that's
cool
a
as fuck.
skill that everybody just can't do, or something that you
Yeah.
do that's kind of productive or not so productive, but it gives you character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah.
and it makes conversations like because a lot of especially like me being a guy and dating women like they like oh yeah don't be boring or whatever. But then you talk to them it's like I don't think the guys are the boring when you're the boring when you have no personality outside of like yeah you like the basic stuff
No, they
and you
want you to
have
be
like no
reckless.
personality there's
They,
there's
they
there's
want you.
no
They want you to be reckless, man.
there's like no substance to your character or whatever so it's just like well I'm bored now because I'm telling you all this shit and then you just like responding with like one word and
One answer.
I'm
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that.
like talk about I don't know astrology, math, world history. I mean any fucking. It's like you know what I'm saying. Anything. Talk about something outside of like us living our daily lives, going paying. You know, that's
Yeah,
how I feel.
I can understand that.
And being a gamer over 30, I think it is great. At least to me.
Yeah, this is the best time to be
Because
gaming right now.
I see the newer I see the ads coming in the game stuff, and my favorite thing is like so back in the day we always used to be like they ain't make games like they used to
Yeah, they not
or
making
whatever or
games
they
like they
not they
used
not
to. They
they're
movies
not and they
now.
still
They
yeah
interactive
they're not making
movies.
games like they used to or
They're way
especially the
better. They're way better than what we had back in the day. Like
That's right.
like
oh nah well me personally I like school stuff a lot more than I like stuff like the new stuff is really good though it's starting to get better but what's making me excited is like oh they're remaking the old shit so I'm like
Hmm.
all right now you get to experience Dragon Quest. You know
yeah,
how
yeah.
I played this on a fucking NES, terrible graphics, and you get to play this like souped up and all glistening and shit. Like I had to play this on a 4 megabyte cartridge, bro. Like 4 megabytes was so much. You know what I'm saying? So it's like um, it was so much back then. Anyway, it's just cool like that. A lot of games that because like Marvel's Capcom 2 and all that stuff, that's over like that's over 20 years old. Those games, and they're like coming back, and now like new people that's get fighting games or whatever can now play, and it's what we've experienced up and going to the arcade, and you know what I'm saying. I find that very cool as far as being like an older game.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Passing
I just put
down
yeah.
the shit to the young bucks.
I just put my homie on Sega Dreamcast. Never played Sega Dreamcast in his life. I put him on. I told him about like technology at the time, like so advanced. How I showed him like how the system works and everything. He was like, "Fucking crazy. We don't even got this now." I'm like, you said you could play. You said you could play game on. You could play mini games on your memory card. I'm like, yeah, I got a call it a VMU, and yeah, you can play games on it. And every time you load up a game, like it'll show like animations of that game. Fucking man. Or he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, this was like in '99. He's like, this is crazy.
All right.
Um,
What about some of the disconnect that we get from like the younger gamers?
Competitive.
Disconnect. I think yes. I was about to say
Competitive.
the only disconnect I think is the competitive.
The competitive aspect of anything.
Everybody's trying to be the best. A
Because
lot of
now,
people play the games not to have fun. They play the game.
yeah,
It's not. It's not always about that. About just
I,
having fun.
Call of Duty used to be really toxic. Well, not I want to say toxic. It was sweaty, but it wasn't sweaty to
No,
the extent of how it is
360
now.
Call of Duty was extremely toxic. Niggas was going off in the in between game lobbies. Boy, hey, if you did some fuck shit the game before, yo, they had something to say to you during that. Hey, during that good 2 minutes of them loading up the next map, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
niggas was speaking their mind, bro.
And just let you know, we
Yeah.
were part of that toxic community too, man.
I was,
Like,
I was,
ain't gonna
I
lie.
was definitely
I-
toxic.
I was right there.
I'm still toxic in that game.
Yeah, I talked my shit, man.
I ain't
Back in
gonna
them
lie, I
Halo
talked
3
my-
days.
I remember we used to do that. I remember we used to do that shit purpose. Like, yo,
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't
me
no
and my
party
homeboys
chat to
playing
hide
Call of
in.
Duty. Yeah, it was no party chat to hide, and everything was in. So, yo, soon as we won, and yo, you can hear the other team. Man, fuck y'all
Man,
niggas.
shut
Y'all
your bitch ass
Y'all
up.
suck. Yo,
Hey,
everybody start going off at each other.
But it's
Everybody
crazy.
started going off at each other.
It's always that white person that busts out the N word, and then everybody
Oh,
go
yeah,
nuts.
yeah.
Your
All
mom.
about
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's the
feel
white
like
guy, it's the
everybody-
white guy that say the N, and it's the black dude that come in the party with the music playing.
With
in
the
background.
loud music playing,
Yeah, with the loud
Yeah.
rap music background. Like, nigga, shut that shit up.
or that loud microphone. Hey, turn your microphone down. Damn, man, we need to do a segment like old school gaming, how it used to be back then and how it is now. That's a topic, cause I can talk about that for a minute. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all boys go. We almost pushed an hour. Um, basically next time we're gonna probably meet up. Matter of fact, let's meet up. Let's talk about that, like old school gaming, like old school online gaming. Let's talk about that.
okay.
Sounds good.
Do y'all have like any topics y'all want to talk about in the next episode?
You say you want to talk about like online gaming? Like
Yeah.
old school
Hey,
shit?
old school versus new school online gaming, like how it used to be back in the day versus how we got it now.
Well, back in the day, our thing of online gaming was packing that system in that backpack and bring it over to somebody's house.
Oh shit!
Or bringing some controllers.
Save
Man,
that for the
they
next
could do
episode,
that.
man. Save for
Oh, man.
That
yeah.
was we should talk about that. Like, yo, that was them days, boy.
LAN gaming. Oh shit! Damn, those were the days. Couch
Now,
co-op.
like now people can carry flat screens. We had to carry them big ass tube TV.
Oh God.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Them tube CRT TVs, man. I remember that shit. I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't even play the game until my grandma was watching her stories, bro. Then I could play the game.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about on that one. So, all right, guys, I'll fix whatever troubles we had early on in the edit before I put this bad boy on Spotify for everybody to listen. So, hey, y'all go ahead. I might hop back in the party and play some more Elden Ring because right now I'm just lost. I was wandering around for a good hour and some change.
I'm done with gaming for the night. My eyes hurt. That Elden Ring stressed me out earlier today. Yeah, that sneaking shit, that shit stressed me out, man. And fighting that dude, fighting mid, bro, that dude finally beat him. I'm good on the video game.
All right, cool. All right, let me go ahead. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, brother.
You too,
Have a
man.
good night, man.
All right.